I really recommend watching this video from Red Elephants. He's a America First conservative, like basically like a paleocon, like Pat Buchanan type conservative. And he makes a great video talking about immigration and how it affects the black American population. And I know this firsthand being a black American from California. I mean, like a lot of folks on the left is like dismiss what this guy is saying as, oh, this guy is just another white supremacist Trump supporter. Oh, woo-de-doo-doo, he hates people of color. But this is probably one of the more pro-black videos I've seen on YouTube in a long time. I mean, seriously, this is like a video like a ADOS we're talking about, like basically illegal immigration and how it affects the African American community, because it really does affect the African American community. And I've seen this firsthand in LA for like the last 30 years. Like Compton used to be a majority black city, but just look at the demographic shift. Historically black city south of Los Angeles now has a Hispanic majority and its first Latino member of city council. Like basically Compton used to be a place that George H.W. Bush lived in the 1940s. Yeah, but then it became mostly black. Now it's mostly Hispanic. Like 65% of this city are Hispanic and only 35% are black. Those demographics were way different 30 years ago. It was illegal immigration that completely changed the demographics of the city, and has also caused many black Americans to leave. I'm not full of shit. I know people personally that left from LA to like the Inland Empire, you know what I'm saying? Basically because housing was beginning to cost more because because of like globalization, basically like the support of legal immigration that lowered down the wages, and basically like the house prices got higher, so basically it made it unaffordable for black Americans to live in LA. I mean, a lot of black Americans live in LA, so they move out to the Inland Empire, move down south to cheaper housing. And another problem is about how illegal immigration affects like black Americans and all that is with like race wars, like racial conflicts. Like there's been racial conflicts in LA between blacks and Hispanics, especially the gangs, for a while. And this is like the smog, and this for the nation is talk about the smog of a race war in LA. In this area, what I'm talking about is Maxine Waters. Yes, Crazy Maxine, MP45. Yes, this is her district. The battle between the city's black and Latino gangs are an outcome of a dismal racial and economic situation. You ever notice Democrats never talk about economical issues? They only talk about racial issues. That's to hide the fact that they're supporting policies which affect us negatively economically, so they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about, basically like there's a police war on us, like the police are out to get us, like we got white supremacy issue. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Basically like distracting us from like the real shit, which is economic. That and a lack of parenting in the household. But yeah, look at this story. This race war is happening in Maxine Waters' district, and you think Maxine Waters cares? No, she doesn't even live in the district. She lives like a bit outside the district in a richer area of LA. It's sad. I mean, Democrats don't want us to talk about how illegal immigrants affect other people of color. And if you mention this, like, everybody will call you like, oh my lord, you're a coon. Oh, you're a self-hater. And And you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, because a Trump supporter, like a conservative, made that video, people would discredit the speaker, like, oh man, he's just another white supremacist Trump supporter, da 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 da. But me, like, I don't really care where it comes from. If you make a good point, I mean, with empirical evidence, then I'll see. I mean, the point is valid. I mean, it's absolutely valid how illegal immigration affects the Black American community. I mean, that video could be made by a American descendants of slaves. I mean, basically, that's a movement which started in the last couple of years or so, because basically illegal immigration affects Black America. I mean, they're basically for reparations for slavery, and they got this really strict, that they're trying to stricten the terms about what an African American is, like basically being a descendant of slavery rather than just being a descendant, being a sub-Saharan African descendant. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of immigrants. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of like Black immigrants from like the Caribbean and Africa becoming Black Americans and becoming successful, while native-born Black Americans are still dealing with like inner city crime, lots of Black men getting arrested, lots of police brutality. Yes, there is real police brutality with Black American men because we're mostly assumed to be criminals. I mean, because of the economic situation is just fucked up in the Black American community. I mean, it just seriously is, and there's like a lack of fathers and all that. But it's just sad. It takes like a Trump supporter to speak about the real issues of Black America, and you never hear this on CNN or MSNBC, because they support legal immigration because corporations will have to pay less money. You know what I'm saying? Because we're pay less money for workers. I mean, that's all it is. It's to lower the worker wages. I know this from experience, from personal experience. It's like supply economics. You know what I'm saying? Supply and demand. I mean, that's basically what they want for us. I mean, and the fact of the matter is, these people who are most supportive of open borders tend to be rich and affluent. You'll never see working class folks in support of open borders, which is a big reason why Trump won in the first place in 2016, and he might get a lot of the Black vote in 2020, especially considering how wages are going up a bit compared to the Obama era. So when someone notices that, like, man, Trump might cause a World War III, he says really dumb, ridiculous shit, and he never shuts up. But yeah, I'm going to vote for the devil I know over somebody that's going to tax me 30%, or, you know what I'm saying, someone's going to change the economy for the worse. You know what I'm saying? But so y'all got to think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like Trump has a good chance in 2020. You know what I'm saying? Because he's doing policies that benefits the Black American community. So please watch that video from Vincent James. Follow me on Twitter, JohnClem310, and please subscribe. Peace out.